I know you're looking at this countertop, and I know you probably saying, what is that she have on that countertop? Okay, let me tell you what I have. I took and left the ingredients out so that you can see what I'm doing. All right? So, we're going to have nutmeg. Okay? We're going to have the nutmeg. And with the nutmeg, okay, so when we use the nutmeg, all we're going to need with the nutmeg, all I'm doing is 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay? That's all we're going to do. We're going to do allspice. Okay, I hope y'all can see that. Allspice. Okay, and with the allspice, we're just going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of that. We're going to do cinnamon. And with cinnamon, we're just going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay? We have the baking powder spray to spray in the pans. Okay? Because we're going to use cake pans. And it already have flour and everything in there. Okay, we're going to use salt. With the salt, we just need 3/4 of a teaspoon. Now, if you don't have the measuring teaspoons that says 3/4, so what you use 1/4 teaspoon, and then you use 1/2 of a teaspoon. Okay? So that'll make 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay? We're going to use ginger. All right? And in here, all I have is, we're supposed to use 3/4, but since I'm using all these other spices that I added there, all I added here was just 1/2 of a teaspoon. Instead of 3/4, I added 1/2 of a teaspoon. Okay? Then we have molasses. Okay? And then with the molasses, all you're going to use with the molasses, you're just going to use 1/4 of a cup of molasses. All right? All you're going to use is 1/4 of a cup of molasses. All right. We have baking powder. The baking powder. Okay? So with the baking powder, all we're going to use is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. All right? So we have baking soda. Okay? With the baking soda, all we're going to use is 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay? So we have vanilla extract. Okay? So with the vanilla extract, it says vanilla flavor, but I just say vanilla extract. It don't matter. Okay, so with the vanilla extract, all we're going to use is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we have lemon extract. So all we're going to use is 1/4 of a teaspoon of lemon extract. All right? So right here, we have whole milk. Okay, whole milk. Okay, with the whole milk, we need 3/4 of a cup of whole milk. Okay? And then we have sugar. With the sugar, we're going to use 1 1/4 cup of sugar. All right? So don't forget that. I'm going to have everything, what I'm using, on the front of the video when I get ready to edit it. All right? Then we have cake flour. Okay? And with this cake flour right here, we're going to use, I have here 2.5 cups of cake flour. So that's what we're using right here. Okay? Then we have butter. Now, with the butter, you're going to need about 3/4 of a cup of butter. You can use unsalted butter or you can use salted. I am going to use salted, but you can use unsalted butter. And when you go to measure this here, it's going to be, one of these is 1/2 of a cup. Okay? a half of this is going to make 3/4. All right. So you looking at a half of it. I mean, one of these and a half of this stick of butter. Okay. So it's going to be 1.5 sticks of this butter right here. But make sure it's at room temperature. Okay. Then we have 3 eggs. Okay. So I have 3 eggs over here. These 3 eggs are at room temperature. Make sure your milk is at room temperature. Make sure your butter is at room temperature. Then I have 3 baked sweet potatoes. These are very small sweet potatoes. And with the okay, so I have the 3 sweet potatoes. And with the 3 sweet potatoes, what I did with them, I cooked them in the oven. I wrapped them up in foil. I punched the holes in them and everything. Then I wrapped them up in foil and I cooked them on 400 in the oven. You can take and peel your potatoes and boil them if you want to do that. I just did mine like that because I just thought the flavor would stay in there, and I'm trying to get all the flavor I can. So with this right here, all we need is 1.5 cups of mashed sweet potatoes. Okay, 1.5 cup of mashed sweet potatoes. So don't y'all forget this here now, okay? And I'm using this pan right here. And this is a 9-inch by 2.5 inches. I'm using 2 of these to bake my cake in. Okay? And then I'm going to show you how to do the frosting and everything. But first, I'm going to get this here peeled. I'm going to get the sweet potatoes peeled and smashed. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use all our dry ingredients together. Okay? We're going to put the flour. Okay, that's gonna make me have to do a whole lot of dishes. The flour, not the sugar, the flour, the baking soda, the baking powder, put all this in here, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the salt, and the ginger. Okay, all of them go together and you whisk it around just like this here. Okay, whisk it around just like this here. Whisk everything just like this here and make sure it's whisked up really, really, really good. Okay, okay, so after you finish whisking this together just like this, okay, so now you're going to get your milk, okay, your molasses, your vanilla extract, and your lemon extract. Okay, I'm going to put this here like this here already. Okay, and then you're going to get your potato. I measured it out in these cups right here so I can make sure I have enough for everything. Okay, all right. Like that, just like that. Now, you're going to whisk this here together just like this. Okay, all this here is going to go together, whisk together just like this. Okay, so that's 2 bowls you're going to have down, okay? 2 of them. Okay, so that is together right there. Okay, and then you're going to take and you're going to have your butter is going in here. Okay, we have that. And your sugar is going in here. Okay, so you put all that in there. Then you're going to put that together and you're going to beat it up really good where it's mixed in. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. While you putting this here together, make sure you preheat your oven to 350. Okay, so this right here, we're going to beat this here on as high as we can get it, okay? On the highest speed. Okay? Until it gets well mixed up in there. You want it to be like that. You're going to mix it in there, but you're going to do it on a lower temperature. Not on a high temperature, on a low temperature. Okay, so this looks like it's fluffy enough to me. Okay, so then you're going to put 1 egg in at a time. Okay, 1 egg in at a time. You're going to beat it 1 at a time. Just like you doing a pound cake or cake or something like that. You're going to mix it in there, but you're going to do it on a lower temperature. Not on a high temperature, on a low temperature. 2. Low speed. And this is the last one. Put all this here over here. Okay, so this is the last one right here. The 3 eggs. 3 eggs at room temperature. Don't forget, y'all. Then what we're going to do, we're going to do a little bit at a time. A little bit flour at a time. Don't dump it all in at one time. Okay? You're going to do a little bit at a time. This. And then a little bit of this. Okay? And you're going to mix that up on low speed, not on high, on low. Okay, so that's mixed up in there. All right. So, we put us a little bit more flour. A little bit more sweet potato mixture. Okay. Then we mix that in. What you do your dry run or something. Make one, do your dry run. And that's what you do. You make you one doing a dry run. Okay. A little bit more flour. Okay. A little bit more sweet potatoes. Don't have that much left. It's almost gone anyway. Let's see here. Okay. Then the rest of the flour. Then the rest of the sweet potatoes. Now, this is going to be something really different for everyone for the holidays. Right. So that's finished. Okay. So this is finished here. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do, make sure you shake this up before you spray your pans. Just don't spray no pan. Shake this up first, okay? Because this is baking with flour. It has the flour already in there. You do not have to flour your pan. Then you spray your pan. Spray it all around, all inside and everything. So spray it so you can get it ready. Okay, and then we're gonna separate this batter. Put in this batter in this here bowl. Oh man, this is a heavy bowl. Okay, so we're gonna put the batter into the bowl, so we can make sure we have enough in each one. All right, put the batter into the bowl. Don't scrape the bottom. Just smooth it out on the top. Just smooth it out some on the top. Smooth it out some on the top. And then you go back in. Put you some more on there. Don't scrape the bottom. Just smooth it in on the top. Go in there and check it with a toothpick. Take and stick your toothpick at the in the middle of it. Then go back and shake it like this here. Just shake it like this here. Then you know it's even. When you shake it like this here, it smooths all out. Okay? Go back in. Shake it like this. Because then you know it's smooth. Then you know it's evenly distributed. Okay? Just shake it like that. Look like that one got more in it. That's what it looked like. Okay. So then, I'm going to let this here go ahead on and bake in the oven for 25 minutes. I'm going to set my oven 25 minutes and I'll be back with you. We're going to make the frosting for the top while this is baking. Okay, so this is how it turned. It's almost cool. It's good. Okay, so this is how it's turned out after I finished cooking it. And it smells so good. So now we're getting ready to fix the frosting. Okay? And the sugar, all right? It's powdered sugar. So you're going to need 4.5 cups of powdered sugar. Okay? And then with the powdered sugar, you're going to need 1.5 of cream cheese. So it's one of the whole ones and then a half of one. And this is all going to be at room temperature. The butter, you're going to need 3/4. Okay? 3/4 cups of butter. So that's one of these whole ones and then a half of one. Okay? A whole stick of butter and then a half of one. Okay? Then you're going to need vanilla extract. You need 3 tablespoons of vanilla extract. All right? I'm just letting you know what you're going to need, okay? Then you need salt. And with the salt, you're going to need 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to mix the cheese and the butter together here. Okay, so the cheese and the butter is going to go here. And we're going to mix it right here. So then a half of one. All right, so long as you know it's one of the whole ones and a half of one. And then it's all at room temperature. Okay, everything is going to be at room temperature. The butter is at room temperature. So the butter and the Philadelphia cheese is going to be mixed together. And then just mix it together on low. And that's it. Okay? So, let's see here. Let's get this here together. Mix this here on up. Come down, so. Okay, you're going to get this here, and then this is going to be mixed up until it's kind of fluffy. Okay, so I already mixed it up to where it's kind of a little fluffy there. Okay, then you're going to put the salt in, the vanilla extract in. All right, then you're going to mix that on up right. Okay, then we're going to put a half a cup of powdered sugar in. we mix that up. You don't put all of it in at one time. You put a little bit in at a time, okay? Not all of it at one time. You gradually mix everything in. You don't mix everything up at one time, okay? That's not how you do this here. You mix a little bit up at a time, okay? So you're going to pour a little bit at a time, mix a little bit, okay? So it's like, now we're going to frosty this cake, all right? So I haven't invested in one of those little smoothers yet, but I always take and go around my cake like this and just go all the way around it and turn this here like this. But I don't smash on it too hard, but I just go around it so it can be smooth, okay? And then I go around this here like this, just so it can be smooth. And I hold my hand really, really light, and I keep going until I get all the way in the end of it, okay? And this is how I do my cakes if I want to have me a smooth look, all right? So if you ever want you a smooth look, they have this, I call it a cheese cutter or something like that. But you just hold on to this here, and it makes it smooth. And then what you do, you go back like this here, and you can just go around there just like this. Just go around the top just like this, okay? Whichever way you want to do it. And it gives it another type of look, okay? And then you'll have a different type of look. And I'll just do it that way, just for little decorations, okay? So, you know, you ever want to just decorate it up a little bit, put your own little twist on up in there or whatever. Then when you finish doing it like that, put that little twirl thing on there. Because, you know, this is going to be for the holidays. Or you can fix it whenever you want to. Then you go back. You go back with you some pecans. Put you some pecans on there. So let me show you how we're going to do this. All right. So you got you some pecans. This is pecan pieces. Okay. I got these pecan pieces right here. So we're going to take the pecan pieces out of here. Then we're going to stick them up around just like this. Okay? You're just going to go, put them on, up around here just like this here. Because you're going to decorate your cake. It's so easy. And this is so cheap. It's not expensive. And things, because you know they're supposed to be going up on the sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes supposed to be going up. Make your own. If you don't like cinnamon and you don't want nutmeg, you know, if you don't like all that in there, then don't put it. But you got to give it something that's going to make it taste sweet potatoes, like a sweet potato. So, okay. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go greet my husband, and then I'll be back, and I'm going to cut this here, okay? So I'll be back with you because he just came home, and I have to go greet him. But I'm going to finish doing this here, right here. Okay. All right. That's what we got here. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that. Let me say, God, thank you for this here. Amen. Look. Look at it. You see it? You see how it turned out? Sweet potato cake. Look at it. It's good. Except for that little part sticking up there. Now I'm going to taste this here. I want to see just what it's looking like and what it's tasting like. God, thank you. Thank you for letting my hand do its thing. Amen. Good. Oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. Everyone is gonna fall in love with it. When I tell y'all that they're gonna love this they're gonna love. It's gonna be a hit with everybody. Try it. If you gotta do a dry run, it's not even the holidays yet. You can do your dry run if you want to. And it's so good. Moist. Very moist. Very good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want you to try it. Another thing I want you to do, hit subscribe. Hit like for me. Let me build these up. Oh, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing, for hitting like. Come back and look at it and hit like again. Do you know I got 3,000 viewers now? I can't believe it myself. But I want to thank everybody for hanging in there with me. And for us doing all this new stuff I do. And some of it you may not like. Some of it you may like. You know, I got a lot of more other things I'm going to bring out there. This is one thing I wanted to bring. And it's a sweet potato cake. And I want everyone to have a lovely one. Okay? Give someone a big hug. Tell them you love them. All right? Bon appetit, baby.